the crew worldwide, from Cali to Twitter, real hardcore fans, boxing ass niggas, consistency cops, police the views, we'll pull up receipts for any debate you choose. Shout outs to Clanarchy for the dope production. Ring Gang stay with the best discussions.
Ring Gang Radio.
Welcome to Ring Gang Radio. Our topic, I'm PJ, your ref and moderator for this chat here. So now we will open the topic on the upcoming fight of Linares versus Loma. I will open the floor to you guys.
Ooh, y'all ever seen the Matrix in real life? We'll see it on May 12th. Man, come on, man. Y'all know my boy Lomachenko. He's about to move up to another division. He's about to move up to another. I don't know if y'all watch Battle Rap.
Hello and
Arsenal,
welcome.
The battle rapper Arsenal, he has a slogan where he talks about how he comes to another nigga stage, comes up in another nigga face, up on another nigga stage. That's what he do. Loma is basically the boxing version of that, because now he's going to go to another nigga's division, another nigga's spot, and take another nigga's belt, and that's Linares. It's over. Lomachenko is about to be a four-time champion, three division champion already. In just 12 fights? 12 fights, a 3-division champ. Linares, he's ranked number 1 at lightweight. He's the man there.
Yeah, lightweight is.
It shows Loma is beating and I don't pick Loma wins. I don't pick like as far as if he's gonna knock someone out, he's gonna make him quit, Lomachenko. I don't know if he's gonna do that. I don't know if he's gonna beat Linares into submission. I don't know if he's gonna knock him out in one round. I don't know any of that. All I know is it's about to be another beautiful performance by Vasyl Lomachenko, one of the greatest boxers I've ever seen thus far into his career. This early into his career. He's only 12 fights in. I don't know. It's just like it's crazy, and I don't know who he has to fight or who he has to beat until everyone. Well, everybody has him. I think everybody who watches boxing at the very worst should have him top 5 in the world. So, we're watching greatness. We're a witness again. Man, King Loma.
Can I speak? All right, I'm
say.
All right, let me speak. Okay, first of all, Lomachenko, and now as all of you guys know, I'm not overly impressed by Lomachenko. You guys know this. I'm not impressed by all the hopping around, the pity patting, and all that shit. I'm not impressed. And when he faced Leo, and I was like, okay, yeah, no, you're not gonna face no rugged Mexican. You're not gonna face no rugged Mexican. I think you're gonna beat him with that bullshit. Guys, I was right. So.
Yo, you gonna pat yourself on the back for the rest of your life.
Oh yeah.
I'm on my very hard week shit. I'm gonna pat
I was just gonna say, Patrick Hall.
Got a time machine. Anyone want to jump in?
That fight was 4 years ago, man. Like, what was
Now,
he?
I've been a kid since that fight.
I will admit though that Lomachenko, he went on his little winning streak after that.
That's what people hate when they say you getting a little money. Or you got a little car. Yeah, he got his little win streak.
He's like, and you still ain't shit.
Pat.
Exactly. He got a little win streak.
Yeah.
But now I feel that he's he's going to a division where his size will work against him. I mean, Linares, what did you think of him? He can fight too. He's a good boxer. And I think, skill-wise, they're both on the same level. I mean, I think it'll be the actual fight.
Whatever. Okay.
However,
Yeah.
I do think Linares, if the knockout's going to occur, it's going to be Linares because he cuts easy. Linares cuts easy, and even a pity pat punch from Lomachenko will open him up. Hell, if you probably breathe on him during the introductions, he'll probably cut open. You know what I'm saying?
Goddamn.
I think that's how I think. That's the only way. That's the only result I could see is Lomachenko. If he wins, he's gonna win by cut stoppage. But I also think Linares can knock Lomachenko out. I do think that, and I hope that actually happens too. Personally, because I'm tired of this bullshit. I'm tired of this Lomachenko.
Damn, bro. What did Lomachenko do?
Gary Russell is what happened.
Oh yeah.
I said he went on this little win. Damn Gary Russell. I said he went on this win streak. Like, why?
That's what this is about.
Niggas bring up old shit. I said he went on a win streak.
Bringing up old shit, he bringing up the Salido fight that happened before the Russell fight.
That's perspective, son. I'm talking about I'm talking about no damn Gary Russell win streak. You know. But yes, I think it'll be a good fight, and yes, I think Lomachenko can win by cut by stoppage, but I also think Linares can also knock out Lomachenko. My thoughts.
So wait.
I love it.
I want to ask what happens once Lomachenko beats Linares. If he beats Linares and he becomes a 3-division champ.
Or you better fix somebody.
No, but you gotta at some point you gotta be like, you know what? I said he was gonna lose this fight. I said he was gonna lose that fight. I said he was gonna lose this one. I said he was gonna lose that. At what point is he gonna get his props from me? Who does he have to go up to? Does he have to go up to 160 to fight GGG to get some props?
Yo, it'll be a double knockout. Neither get props.
I love how you're directing Lomachenko to Robert Easter, but yet you won't direct Mikey Garcia to Robert Easter.
No.
Hey, I don't really care about that one. Let Smoke answer that.
Yes.
Whoa.
So, has this been redirected to me? In Pat's drunken stupor, he did make one decent point. Loma fought at 132 in the amateurs, and he is not bigger than everyone else at 135. He is far more skilled than Linares, specifically in terms of the way he deals with angles. Loma still makes some tiny mistakes that are exploitable by a very well-trained fighter, i.e. when he's when he's backing up, sometimes he drops his hands. When he's turning out to the left or to the right, after some of those 4-punch pity-pat combos, he drops his hands. So Linares has the ability to hit him during one of those exchanges and maybe, sting him or stun him based on his size. But outside of a freak accident during one of those, I see Loma, if it goes 12, 9 rounds to 3 with a knockdown or something like that. All that being said, Lomachenko is extremely skilled. I myself am not a gigantic fan. As a boxing fan, I appreciate it. The media overhypes him a lot, but he is very, very good. At 135, there is someone, however, that can stop him, and that person is Mikey Garcia. So, hopefully, after they both have their next fights, which is apparently Mikey Robert Easter, which will be a good one, and if Mikey wins that, which I think he will, and Loma Linares, which should be an okay fight. Loma should win that. I have him winning that, like I just said. Hopefully Loma and Mikey meet up, because Mikey is the only person that I can see, and this is not coming from a Smoke Squad stand bias type thing, that can beat him right this moment, because he has that powerful left hook, and when Loma does make mistakes, his mistakes are the type that are susceptible to a left hook. Now, Pat is talking ancient history when he brings up Salido. However, Salido did have some effectiveness with the left hook. He was also 20 pounds overweight or what the fuck, and hitting him in the nuts, which Mikey doesn't need to do, because Mikey has a legit, top 5 left hook in terms of power and timing and all that stuff. So I hope that Loma beats Linares, which I think he will, and I think that Mikey will beat Easter if they fight, and I hope they meet up, because that's that's the next big one besides Wilder, Anthony Joshua, in terms of these are two guys going at it, that are at the same skill level.
I don't see Mikey Garcia fighting Lomachenko next. If anything, I see Mikey Garcia. I'm sorry, not Mikey Garcia, but I can see Mikey Garcia going up to 140. But what I was gonna say was I can see Loma fighting Pacquiao. I can see them trying to cash Pacquiao out versus Loma at 140. So I don't think that would be a fight that would happen next. But that would be a great fight before Mikey loses to Loma. If he does make it past Robert Easter, but that's another topic. I can't. As far as Loma, again, I don't think Leon touched on this fight yet. So I'm gonna let him go ahead before I get back on it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Loma's gonna win. I definitely think he's top four. He's in a position right now where it's not many guys that can beat him until he keeps going up and he maxes out as far as weight. But I think Linares is going to be competitive and he'll have his moments. I mean, Mariaga touched Loma, so I think that Linares is definitely capable of doing this thing. I hope the fight goes. I hope that it doesn't go like the last fights. Obviously, I was disappointed in Rigo and the way he fought Loma, but I just hope we don't see another fighter quitting early, and at least not before putting up a good effort. So
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Linares quit. I don't care. I don't care what people say. I don't understand why people don't like Loma. As a matter of fact, is it the height that you don't like about Loma? Because it can't be the in-ring action. So I don't. What is it? What is it that about Vasyl Lomachenko is that you don't like about him?
One word, you said it.
The height.
The hype. It's the hype.
It's more to it than that.
it usually is though.
Yeah, some people don't
Like
like
the
that.
same reason I don't fuck with Triple G.
Exactly.
Well, the same reason I don't fuck with Tim Bradley. Don't like
Pat, you want to lose an argument just out of nowhere? We can do it.
Lose the argument because I said I don't
But-
fuck with Tim Bradley. You're right.
Well,
I mean, we knew Rigo was small, but the way he beat Rigo was like, after that, it's really not much you could say because people did have, and I don't know if they still do, but they did have Rigo top 10 pound for pound, and he came out there, and I think it had a lot to do with Rigo as well, but I mean, he didn't do shit in that fight.
Basically, he cashed himself out.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, who knows? But
And he
that's
talked
what-
a good game, and this man still ain't tweeted yet. Goddamn, where are you, Rigo?
he lost his Spanish translator, Google Translate, that he used to use to talk all that stuff.
Fire the intern,
He man, yeah, he was frozen in the fight. I think everything that he prepared for. I think a lot of people are actually. I think he probably underrated Loma. I think
we haven't seen all of his tools yet. I don't think
make
he's
this fight
barely
interesting.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. I just feel like
need somebody to bring it out of him. I mean, we seen Salido bring, something to the table, but that was also a while ago.
Right, and that was his second fight against a guy that outweighed him by 11, 13 pounds in the ring. And it was still a close fight. Like, you can't bring up a fight with somebody barely beats somebody in their second fight and act like, yeah, it's this, and he's not that good. And it's like, at the end of the day, that was 4 years ago. Like,
whatever weight.
Future was still with Sierra in 2014. He was thinking about being honest. 2014, we already, come on, man, we passed Dirty Sprite 2. We out here, like,
So many ways.
man, there's so many different trends, so many rappers been came. 2014, March, I believe, 2014 is when he fought Salido. Come on, man.
Salido was like, what, 140 going into the ring?
Yeah, it was something crazy.
So, right around that weight, 135, a really good 135 pounder, or a good 140 pounder, that's when we'll start to see Loma see issues. And by really
Saturday, bro.
You think so?
Right. I see. This is the thing. I think we all overlooking Linares Linares and Lomachenko, like with this matchup, Lomachenko hasn't really fought a real athletic ass nigga in a good minute. Especially someone that can punch, he got quick hands, has boxing ability. I still think Lomachenko gonna win, but I think we're gonna really see somebody actually take rounds from him this time. Like I think he's gonna have to really earn it. Like we might actually see like Linares start with a good head start and really take about maybe 4 or 5 rounds for Lomachenko to really get into the fight, man. Because Linares, I don't think too much of him. He's a good, B plus, B minus fighter. Not B plus fighter, but just the style, man. Because just look at it, like who has Linares beat?
Well, so here's my thing on Linares.
To really make him so great in his winning streak, like he's a lot of style, no substance, but he's good with that style. Like I think he'll push Lomachenko, because Lomachenko ain't fought somebody like that in a little minute, man.
Well, so to me, Linares is what I refer to as cagey, and by that I mean his defense is more open than anything. Not to say that, I mean, another term I guess for it could be leaky, but to me leaky is when you don't see. Well, so Linares has his arms too far apart when he's on offensive mode, and he really only covers up like fully when he's in trouble. So I think him having that extra few inches pause in between his arms is gonna let Loma let those little those 6-punch arm punch combos are gonna have a serious effect.
He'd have to step on the inside of Linares to really get that going, and I don't see Lomachenko just getting there, making it a phone boom fight in the second round. I think that eventually it happens.
We want all the props. After Loma gets rid of Linares and makes it look easy.
He pound for pound #1 definitely to me if that happens. I already look at him as one.
It gotta be a cutoff point. It's only so long that you can keep going up in weight and fighting guys. I mean, if he beats Linares, and I'm not saying if he struggles to a win over Linares, then we can still hold the discussion.
Jones looking chick.
No, because if a win is a win, if it's a legit win, then he get the props, bro. I feel you.
You serious?
But I'm just saying, if he goes and puts on a nice performance, makes it clearly like he's better than Linares.
Yeah.
We gotta give G. I'm sorry, not GG. We gotta give Loma that title, man, because his resume would be too strong. Because he's not having any competition from top-notch fighters, champions. This would be what is 6 or 7 champions that he's faced in only 12 fights. He's fought like 7 or 8 of his opponents have been champions.
And Linares is active. He's on a winning streak. He's doing his things. Like this is in reality the best opponent Lomachenko's fought when you factor in everything in a while.
Right. So shouldn't be no excuses.
Should be no excuses. Like niggas gotta give them props for that. And if Linares wins, he pound for pound top 10.
You gotta put Linares somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, he'd have to be, yeah.
So in terms of Loma, he's undoubtedly he is pound for pound #1 to me. But not to be discounted is that he stayed into the amateurs until he was 25 years old. Had XYZ amount of fights in the World Boxing, World Series, or whatever, before he ever had a quote pro fight. So let's all keep that in mind.
I mean, that still doesn't make any difference though. Because at the end of the day,
he had like 6 fights and that shit. Like,
right,
still no.
Well, he had 3,048 amateur fights.
Yeah, I mean, you could have fights, but I mean, are we like when we
I'm
keep
not hating. I said he's #1 pound for pound.
No, I'm saying, I know. I'm just saying, when we keep it in mind, are we using it to say, like, oh, the reason he's much better is because he's had more practice than these guys? I mean, like, I don't understand what's the point of even.
2 gold medals.
Well,
It's
it's
just-
That's elite practice.
because there's been a lot of amateurs that's been trash.
yeah, but it's just to say, hey, oh, you know, Salido is second fight. Well, that wasn't really his second, you know, boxing match.
I mean, but it kind of is though, because you have to think about it. When you come
Yeah, kind of not though.
when you come from the you come from the amateurs, are you fighting somebody like Salido in your second fight?
Well, so
hold on.
both boxing.
Let me
Alright,
let me
my bad.
the question. Let me frame the question. When you're an amateur, are you fighting fighters the caliber of Orlando Salido for your second fight and Gary Russell Jr. as an amateur? Are you fighting those caliber fighters? Like, is
You're
that
fighting them at a younger stage in their career, basically.
right? You're fighting again. You're not fighting that quality of opponent. So say I was an amateur, so that's the reason why you're able to beat up Gary Russell Jr. in your third fight. You're not fighting anybody on Gary Russell
Leave
Jr.'s
us.
level as an
This is
amateur.
James.
So I don't
I
care
think
if
you,
you're
I
Trust
think
him
you
with
are,
my
but I
life,
don't
he
think you're
stays.
fighting them
With
at
your
their
permission,
peak, like
King
at
T'Chaka.
their full polished stage.
As
Like,
you wish.
If you world class, you got 2 gold medals. You fighting some of the best of the best. But I agree with you saying. Like you probably fought some Salido dudes, but you ain't fight a Salido that's seasoned as fuck, been on main events, pay-per-views.
You're fighting a prime Gary Russell Jr. Like, these are the guys you're
Right.
fighting, and you're third professional fight. And I don't know, man, because if that's the case, we gotta hold everybody that's an amateur and start going by record. An amateur record. There's a lot of fighters that have amateur fights.
That's okay. All I'm saying is it's just something to keep in perspective, as I have Loma #1 pound for pound. Just something to keep in perspective.
That's why you gotta have the conversation about criteria.
And we're gonna have that one day. I don't know.
It's like a super villain laugh.
Hey yo, so PJ, what you think, bro?
Oh shit, the rap.
Yeah, PJ gotta start dropping his opinion.
Yeah, we ain't forget about your ass.
Hey, I'm just enjoying my undisclosed location in Canada, so my general opinion of it is I consider Loma one of the top pound for pound, if not like top 3, if not #1. I've been actually watching a lot of Linares fights. It's going to be an interesting one, I feel, because he has his last couple of fights have been against Southpaws, so he's not going to have too much of an issue at the beginning. The only thing I'm really curious to see is what is he going to do when Lomachenko gets going, or when he starts taking those angles, because more often than not, we haven't seen anybody who's actively used a backstep to get away from him when he tries to do that. They just simply shell up and then they just go through the blender. They'll try and dip and try and move around, and then he'll just put your forearm on you and then catch you there. Linares tends to move around a bit as well. He only, like Smoke said, he'll only shell up when something's going wrong, so it might work for him, but it could also work against him really quickly. Then there's also what Pat said, where he cuts easy, so if there is going to be a stoppage from Lomachenko, it's probably going to be by cuts. But the other thing as well is, like I said, because he's fought a lot of southpaws before, he definitely has a really sneaky right hand for going after southpaws, especially if he makes you go back. He will sneak it in and right on the chin. He's very accurate with it. I think it's going to be a fairly competitive fight. It should be, on paper, Lomachenko's next big test, but that's pretty much been like that for pretty much every fight before. So I'm leaning towards Loma, but I think it's going to be a competitive fight.
Yeah.
Words from the hitman.
And look, I looked it up. I pulled the receipts. There's tons of fighters. There was tons of fighters with over 350 amateur fights. Joe Casamoyer. I didn't see him dominate like Loma did just in his third fight out of professional rounds. I mean the unprofessional ranks. Donald Curry. He had over 300 amateur fights. They actually saying that he had 450 of them. And he was a great fighter up until he fell off. But my point is, just because you have a lot of amateur fights don't mean you're going to beat Loma. And that's what I'm saying. So I don't see the point of saying like you're amateur. He's had this many amateur fights because that doesn't.
I just look at the 2 gold medals. It don't matter the amount of fights. The 2 gold medals already proved that to me.
It was the age.
25, man. 25. I mean, like.
So when do boxers typically turn pro?
I mean, what I'm saying is this. See, it sounds. Are you going off of like that's the LeBron where you bring up the stats and you go by via age and things of that? I don't look at it by age. I don't care how old Loma is. I really don't care how old Loma is. I don't look at it like he's beating such and such by this age.
It does kind of matter. It does kind of matter because you got to think the longer he stays, now he's fighting really young kids, like a 25-year-old against an 18-year-old. That's a big difference. Even in an amateur, you're getting a really fresh. Yeah, grown man versus a young guy who hasn't really who's just dipping his toe in the water.
But let me ask you this: do you think that Loma was winning his fights in the amateurs because he was older? Looking at the skill that he shows you in the professional ring?
No. I definitely think he was winning because he was very skilled, but it adds that he was more seasoned than a lot of the guys.
It makes him even better.
Even then, again, I mean, I hear what y'all saying, but what I'm saying is that's not my point where I'm going with for Loma. Like his age doesn't. I don't care about his amateur record. I just know he won 2 gold medals. That's cool. I'm just saying, as a professional with only this amount of fights, at the end of the day, no one even can show me any fighter today, show me his last 11 fights. And his last 11 fights resume is even like Loma's. I don't care if he's 38 years old. I don't care if he's 32. I don't care if he's 25. You still can't show me a fighter who's fought the caliber of opponents that Loma has ever since his first fight.
Wait a minute. King Sword.
King Sword.
That's why.
My liege.
King Sword, number 1.
He has Chocolatito. He has Chocolatito in there twice. We'll put him on just for sake of argument. I'll give you that. But other than that, who else would you put on there that's fought better competition than Loma has over his last 10 fights? And that's all I'm saying. So it doesn't matter if he was 25, 30. His resume of who he's fighting, who he's beating, who he's fighting, is elite right now. That's the most impressive to me. I don't care how long you could have been 35. If his last 5 fights at heavyweight was Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz, Anthony Joshua when he retired, I would just say, damn, that was amazing. Because you're fighting top opponents. He's not going a long way. He's not building up a 30 fight record before he starts fighting these guys. And he's not getting to the top and pulling the GGG and saying, I'm going to let them guys battle it out before they fight me.
Hold on, wait. Let's call that pulling a Floyd, please. Like, for the younger fans out there, that's not doing a Triple G. That's doing a Floyd, okay? Like, all right, continue.
Nah. Floyd put the the only thing they always say is Floyd, and I always say this, and I'm going to always say this. The thing that could stop anybody from hating on Money Mayweather is that Money Mayweather derived from Pretty Boy Floyd. And you can't say nothing about Pretty Boy Floyd resume, really.
The crew worldwide will call you the Twitter. Real hardcore fans, boxing ass niggas, consistency cops, police the views. We'll pull up receipts for any debate you choose. Shout outs to Clan Arky for the dope production. Ring Gang stay with the best discussions.
Ring Gang Radio.